Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Wentz. And right away, he lost the by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The New York set to take the field. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. He's got a first down and more past the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Bring it. He's coming. Double up.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball in the ground.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Rip left, rip left. Double tight, guys. Hey, lady.
On first down, it's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second and 10, Darnold. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Check 49, check 49.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Wentz looking sideline, incomplete.
Waiting. 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Darnold on 1st down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st down, Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year, Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Come on, Locke. We better not.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still... And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Bell. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold, and that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that's complete to Jeffrey. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first down, Sanders. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards on the ground. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Darnold for the red zone now. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. But that's complete to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that'll make it 13-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. This one taken from the 7.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe. that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Nikhil Roby brings him down. They'll go again with Bell. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Dixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now this throw caught left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. To throw is Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Hey, Echo.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
53's the mark. 53. Hey, Alpha.
Darnold from the gun. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And this defense, they came already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Wentz now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Wentz again. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down and then some. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 34 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's see what you got.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing his Wentz. And he's going to go down again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third and long, it's Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.